Done BZ, Done BZ, Done BZ, the BZ TV. What's up, Boss Teezy? It's your boy, Done BZ, and I'm coming to you here live from the Steezy, cause I'm back at it again with another episode of Roller Skating News. Name still pending. The name is still pending. Let's keep it a busy. Well, today, I know I said that I was done with the roller skating drama. I know I said that I was going to be covering history, but this week I was doing a little bit of research. I was doing research for the fall of Impala, and I searched looking for a topic that I had already found. And I noticed that somebody had reposted my video about the fall of Moxi on Reddit. And when I noticed that they reposted the video about the fall of Moxi on Reddit, I had to check out the comments. And when I checked out the comments, somebody said something that I was thinking about when I was talking about Roller Jam. And I wanted to come back and talk about it, because if I come out and I say some stuff, because of the way that I'm going to pitch it and because of some of the ways that I will deliver things emotionally, it might feel or seem targeted. It might feel or seem targeted. And honestly, that's not a good look. It's just not a good look. Like, as I have been researching roller skating news and I've been researching roller skating fallouts, I took an opportunity to think about what really creates drama and what really creates issues. And a lot of times it's the delivery. Well, quick preview of what we're going to do today. I almost went into it. On today's episode, I'm going to start off by reviewing the comments, and I want to talk about the question: should Moxi have sat out Roller Jam? Did Michelle Styling take up space and erase African American voices by appearing on Roller Jam? And then I also want to take an opportunity to review some of the comments that I saw and then break down who the people were that appeared on Roller Jam, to kind of expose a couple of things about the way that Roller Jam was built. And at the end of all of this, I want to take an opportunity to build a Roller Jam dream team. Some things I want to see in Roller Jam Season 2. Man, honestly, though, I'm going to start off with a disclaimer. I ain't watched Roller Jam Season 1. I ain't watch it. I follow Kim Manning Space Team Queen because I am a Kim Manning Space Queen fan. I followed her run. I followed the Bad Boys. I looked at some of the things that the Bad Boys did. I looked at a couple of their performances, but I do not have an HBO Max subscription. So y'all can listen to it. Y'all cannot listen to it. I know the producers is probably like. Now, I also want to say this is no hate to any of the skaters that appeared. I'm glad that roller skating had an opportunity. I'm glad that people was able to get to that place. But now let's talk about a little bit of the politics, because there was a little bit of politicking that went on. Y'all like that transition? Oh, before we get into that, y'all know I got to do a quick tangent. Today, it was a 60-degree day. It was a 60-degree day. Before I talk about the significance of the 60-degree day, let me finish telling everybody what we doing today. After we talk about Roller Jam, I want to go into and talk about the beginning of my inline roller skating journey. I got some videos coming up and I got some stuff coming out. And then after we get going with the string, I want to preview the entire video, the fall, the rise, and rebirth of Impala, or B, at least check out one section. There is one section of the video that I have to ask people, is this too far? Is this too far? Because y'all know that inside of the video, I cover Karen the Carrot's experience with Impala. And there is a piece of, it's not criticism in the sense that I'm saying somebody's right or wrong, but criticism in the literary critique fashion. A literary critique is when you read a specific text, you form a lens, you choose a lens, and then you use that lens in order to make inferences about the text. I made an inference in the video, and I think it's a little too far. I don't think it's too far as in I personally feel it's too far. I feel like people are going to be like, you know, like the Stephen A. Smith clip. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say that. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Well, anyway, I definitely want to do that. So it's going to be a super duper fun day. I just want to ask people.
Let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Run that back one more time.
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
You're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it, is what I feel like people are going to say. So let's go. Oh, yeah, 60-degree day. So today was a 60-degree day. And this made me think about something that Stringer from The Wire said. 40-degree days. Nobody remembers 40-degree days. 50, put a smile on your face. 60, people gosh darn near barbecuing. It go down to 20, people get to complaining. They blood get to rising. But 40, nobody remember 40-degree days. And I was having too many 40-degree days. I looked at myself in the mirror and I stopped streaming video games. I made the decision to stop streaming video games. I stopped streaming video games and I decided to, hey, bro, you might as well just inline skate. Actually, use that time in the middle of your Saturday or Sunday to pick up a second job, work on some content, work on your content calendar, something. But I said, bro, you got to stop streaming these video games. Because what I noticed is I did the calculation. I've been on Twitch for a year. I got 75 followers, but on Twitch you got to have an average of 3 followers a stream in order to get to the partner program. I did the long term, and I really thought about it. Like, why do people watch me roller skate? Because of a high level of skill. I could play video games with my friends for fun, but I'm not good enough to make videos of myself doing it. And the Twitch what's the same? The Twitch partner program just got good at it. And I was finally able to phrase it in a way. I would feel comfortable putting it down. When I was dancing in China 5 years ago, when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, I decided I was going to try to play video games and get an audience playing video games. But I hit the point where I realized the practice that it takes to do good in the tournaments every week, plus the time that it takes me on Saturday to actually go down and play, is not worth the loss in practice time. I had things I was trying to accomplish. I'm trying to go to Thailand. I'm trying to move back to Thailand. I am trying to move back to Thailand. And in my latest YouTube deep dives, y'all, this one gonna be crazy. This one about to trip y'all out. My latest YouTube deep dive is gonna trip y'all out. I've been learning about people who die on Everest. I've been learning about what it's like to die on Everest. I've been learning where the people died. I've been learning the stories. I've been thinking about why they died. I've been focusing on the specific disasters, the disaster in 1996. I've been learning about the caves. I've been learning about even more dangerous mountains. I've been looking at people that got lost. I've been looking at young people dying. Do you know when most people die on Everest? They die on the way down. And when I really, really thought about it, the only time when I was nervous about the YOLO year, because I can get the money. I can throw up money. I could raise the money to go. But coming back, and living in that Econo Lodge, or 4600 Decatur Road, GA, a 2-star hotel. Bro, you go die on Everest, though? You ready to die on Everest, bro? You go die on Everest, bro? You don't catch snow blindness, bro? You ready for the death zone, bro? 8,000 meters above sea level? You ready to not be able to breathe? You know where they really die on Everest? Because they ain't have money for Sherpas. They said they was going to go no oxygen tank. They tried to add some silly element to it. They could take the dub and go home. I'm trying to climb Everest. Climbing Everest ain't no place for idealism. This is the comment. This is the comment. I was so happy to see it. First, let me shout out the woman or the person that posted this. Because please be respectful to the creator. What do you think? What a retrospective. Looking forward to more videos from this creator. And I want to say hi to everybody from Reddit because I know that I got supporters and I also got critics. I would like to say hello to my supporters and hello to the critics. I'm not going to say nothing rude to the critics or detractors. And it was so funny seeing this, giving the history of it all. And I'm glad that it was interesting enough for people to take a look at. I have to say that Estro being on Roller Jam. I have to say that Estro being on Roller Jam, being a park skater, also gives erasure, like the claim of bringing back skating. There was a very significant erasure of people of color groups in Roller Jam. Having a group of skaters that aren't versed in jam skating just add insult to injury. They should have hired someone better versed in skating to do casting for that show. Too much comparing apples to oranges with different skating disciplines despite being called Roller Jam. I felt bad for the legit jam skating crews. That show did them a disservice. And then we have Keith Gemstone. The world of skating isn't that big. What did you say? I mean, did you just want to see the four groups that are competitively similar? Secondarily, nobody complains I don't know what that means. When some people mamba and some do modern dance, like it's a discipline and interpretive. And I can't imagine the pool of talent was as big as we'd all like to believe. I think Dancing with the Stars. It was Dancing with the Stars. Mm, mm, mm. Some of the commentators here need to start their own JB or Jam team and show us all how to do it. Jeez. You need to see skaters in the South and see the way a real jam skater serves. They'll strike a nerve. Oh, respectfully, I live in the deep South and have yet to see what you see. Let's get out another one. I'm sorry, but the jam groups have been doing this for ages and the East Coast were snubbed. If you're not aware, jam skating varies in style depending on the region in the U.S. and putting mostly teams from California doesn't help with diversity in style. That's what I really, really want to point out. Roller Jam was rigged. Roller Jam was rigged. I wanted to say this week too. When they were putting Honor Roll up next to the Bad Boy Skate Crew. Roller Jam was rigged. There was some producer meddling. in the bag. It is obvious they had a story to tell. I think it did a good job. They did a good job of weaving a story. I think they did a good job of, before I keep going, I think that putting the Moxi team on there was a great marketing move. Terrible from a competitive standpoint. From a competitive standpoint, they are the last team of skaters that needed to be there. Last team. From a marketing standpoint and from a modern skating audience's standpoint, they were probably the best team to put on there. What do we know? What do we know about modern skaters? Modern skaters like to see themselves represented. According to NBC News in 2020, Michelle Stein brought back roller skating. 2018 Big Story News, LA Times. You know who brought back roller skating? Michelle Stein and the Moxi Girls. Give the people buying 5 pairs of Moxis what they want. They got HBO Max subscriptions. You know what else we get? They might have changed it. They probably changed it. But you go to the Moxi roller skating website. The Moxi roller skate shop. They had a picture of Roller Jam on the front page of their website. It looks like they took it off now. They still account for 10% of Rydell sales. Mathematically, that 10% of Rydell sales to this date. Put them on television. I don't care how good they skate. I don't care if they can hang. I don't care. Who cares if they can hang? It's not about finding teams that can hang. Now let's keep going. Let's read the next comment. I just went back and counted them. There were 3 teams from Cali, overrepresented, yes, but I wouldn't say mostly. 2 from Georgia, then 1 each from Florida, Texas, Missouri, Vegas, and Ohio. Honor Roll is not from Vegas. I want to talk about that in a second. 3 from the East Coast, 3 from the West Coast, 4 from in between. Now I'm Australian. So your opinion, I'm sorry, Australia. I love you to death, but Australia, dear Australian jam skaters, please. So from over here, y'all Americans look pretty similar. There was too many African Americans on there for you to be making this joke. You have to chill, bro. This is not the time for this one. The difference between being whether you're wearing sunglasses, cowboy hats, or snow boots. And I don't know what the audition progress for the team was like. Whether they scouted the teams they wanted. They scouted the teams they wanted or did open call for entries. But having said all of that, are there particular East Coast crew teams that you think should have got a shot? And do they have stuff online that I could check out? I'm not American, but I do currently live in the U.S. What in the stereotyping hell is your comment? Oh, yeah. Regions in the U.S. vary wildly, just like I imagine it does in Australia. There are quite large countries. They are both quite large countries. Even in smaller countries, you find differences between regions, even down to cultural differences between the idioms, styles, and accents. The group from Vegas is mostly Cali people. New York specifically, that has an insane roller skating scene, was snubbed. The New York and New Jersey skating style is very different, just like Atlanta, California, and others have stylistic differences. It is important to state again, roller skating is mostly black and people of color thing, and they are the ones who have made an impact on the scene. They were very much underrepresented. Who are the teams and crews to watch who really epitomize those styles? I'm asking for recommendations so that I can actually see those stylistic differences, because we all know that the search engines and social media are rubbish if you're looking for something specific and niche instead of what's mainstream. I think the biggest issue is that these aren't groups you find on social media. They're groups you find by going to rinks. There isn't a focus on creating social media content, but more just actually doing something they love. I would say a good example is the Liberty Girls. They're from NYC. I don't know about them. Also, look at Flipper's page from when they had a rink in DC. They invite tons of skaters. So I want to talk about this. Let's go down some of the roller jam teams and really talk about what's going on. A reason to skate. This is one of the teams. They just reformed another team. What really happens in California, there's just one big skate team. They're all the same skate crews. They run around. They all get jobs. They all be on the same jobs together. LA crew, LA roller crew. So when there's a job, they call everybody out. They do a couple things. Everybody skates down as Venice Beach together. Like they got like 2 video shoots. This is from like 20 years ago. This was one crew. She was in one crew on the joint. He was in another crew on the joint. And then Kim Manning, Space Queen. Now they're on the jobs together. She was in the 3rd crew on the joint. Like I'm having trouble even like, here it is. This is their performance. We worked hard on this and only had 2 days to prepare and master. This is really, hey, bro, Venice Beach. Look, same joint. Me and all my girls down at Venice Beach. So Terrell was in Roller Dreams. So Terrell is a little biased. I'm going to keep it real. Terrell was one of the people featured in Roller Dreams prominently. And then let's think about it. Let's think about how convenient it probably was to call the agent. You call the agent. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, yo, I need some skaters. We're trying to do a thing. Yo, what's up, bruh? We're trying to do a new roller skating show, and we need some skate teams. How we gonna get skate teams? Well, there's about 20, let's say actually 15, 20 skaters that we cycle through every job in LA. Why don't we break them down into a squad? Perfect. They all know where the studio is. And bro. But we need somebody that's good for the finals. Who are we going to take to the finals? Because we got to make it look good. Let's break down some more teams. Dylan has an agent. Dylan has an agent. They probably tagged them all in this. Let's see if they tagged him. Did he even tag the team? Okay, they're up here. Legendarion, he has an agent. He skates in California. Tony Zane, he's skating in Vegas right now, but he has an agent. He does America's Got Talent regularly. Like, look at this move right here. The same move that the Hot Wheels is doing, they're doing this joint at the end. What is this? What is that? They are not hitting that in the hood. We are not hitting that in the hood. Nobody in the hood is hitting that. Nobody in the hood is hitting this. Nobody in the hood is hitting this. Nobody is hitting that. So that's basically an industry team. Cantrell got the call from Red Bull. And then let's break down honor roll. Honor roll is, I don't know, hey man, honor roll is whoever they want to put down for this job. Honor roll is whoever they want to put down for the job. Honor roll is whoever they want to put down for the job. Cause where was Cantrell and honor roll? Where was the honor roll love? When Cantrell was battling Dylan with Solo. This is Dylan right here. Dylan and Dream in the back. Dylan dressed as a YN. Dylan the YN. So these teams would be whoever we want these teams to be. And since we sit here talking about Solo, the Cascade Dream Team. The Cascade Dream Team might have packed up the honor roll crew. And if we're going to make it the Cascade Dream Team, let's call everyone. This guy right here, the Cascade Dream Team. The Cascade Dream Team could have packed up the honor roll crew. This guy right here is packing up Tony Zane. Tony Zane has been neutralized. Target neutralized. He can't go on a run. Tony Zane goes on a run. Solo goes on a run. Love Tony Zane to death. I love Tony Zane to death. He cannot footwork like Solo. It's coming down to footwork. 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 And Solo taking it. And just for good measure, for good measure, the Cascade team puts Unseasoned on the squad. Just for good measure. The Cascade team is going to put Yana Atlanta on the squad. This is a different level of sex appeal than every single woman that appeared on Roller Jam. Sorry. Cascade team really comes out swinging. Sorry. Put a poll on stage. Come on, guys. Does Hot Wheels look anywhere near as viable next to Team Cascade? The Bad Boys is their own crew. The Bad Boys, okay. Bad Boys. Team Cascade. We could have called Break Skate. I ain't gonna do that to him. Since we're calling out people and we're giving them 2 days, we are going to give them 2 days in order to make a team. Great on skates. Great on skates. So we got Holland here. Great on skates. A second team. Now we're going back to Atlanta. Sicko Skates actually does stunts. Especially because there's actually a moving element. It's not just in place. We're going to call out people that's dancing. We're going to call out multi-talented skaters. We're going to combine different elements of show in order to create a performance. Since we calling anybody that's going Since anybody that can build a squad can come, Hot Wheels isn't a team. LA Skate Crew isn't a team. They're not teams. They're not boys. They don't really skate together. You don't have choreography. Agents put you in the room, said you skate together. I know somebody gonna get in my like, oh man, we really boys. They gonna jump on, oh bro, we was boys. Yeah, bro, we be down at Venice Beach hitting it. All right, bro. All right, bro. King Bobby. King Bobby has a win over Dylan. Six weeks ago, King Bobby skating in his living room by himself, watching Michelle Stein on Roller Jam. They jocking his whole flow. In a mask. It do look like it's 6 a.m. in the morning. And let's mention another elephant in the room. Teron Stacks? There's an asterisk by the whole Roller Jam competition. There's an asterisk on that whole competition. Teron Stacks? T Stacks, you get a team. Bobby, you get a team. Solo, make a team. Bobby, make a team. Stacks, make a team. Solo, make a team. Great on skate, sicko skate crew. Right there, boom. Boom, right there, boom. Or we take somebody out, Stats, Solo, Bobby, Yana, Atlanta, unseasoned. Camille. I'm opening up the Instagrams real quick so I can scroll through them really, really fast. Since we just making teams, just walking in a room and pointing at people, yeah, bro, you skate with them, bro. Let's come back to the page. And we need to pick up, let's say, pick up 2 more women from the Cascade Dream Team. Bobby. Oh, wait. Rich Kid Lynn. Rich Kid Lynn. 1, 2, because they're both from Chicago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This team is too stacked. 6, 7. That's the whole team. This 7 skaters right here. Boom. These 7 skaters right here. They would have won. Bobby, Stacks, Yana, Unseasoned, Spins, Solo. They would have won. They're pound for pound too much for everybody. Pound for pound. It would have been like this. It would have been like when this dude pulled up. Well, that's at least one team. That's at least enough people to say leave Michelle Styling and her squad off. Since we And then let's connect this to history real quick before I move on to the next topic. In 2022, when Montre competed at Quad Cup, in 2022, when Montre competed at Quad Cup, Michelle Styling personally came out to describe how it was not fair for him to specifically be there and how the new generation of quad skaters needed some space to continue to develop. Michelle Styling, it's time to look at them 3 fingers pointed back at you for 1 second. No, you point at somebody, you got the other 3 fingers back at you. It's time to look at them 3 fingers pointed right back at you. And really ask yourself, after a lifetime of not being a jam skater, was it really the ethical decision to take this opportunity away from a jam skating team? Are you the one taking up space this time? Hey, but what do I know? What do I know? Topic number 2. Let's see how many we got in the chat real quick. And I'm going to need everybody to check in on this next one. All 3 people watching this. I need all 3 people watching this to answer this next question that I'm about to pose. Should I keep this joke in or should I take this joke out? I'm going to play this joke and I need a 1 if it is too far or a 0 if it is not too far. I'm going to need a 1 if it is too far. And I'm going to need a 0 if it is not too far. Sheesh. I started to look for an 80 millimeter micro wheel because my rollerblades only have 3 wheels. So what had happened was my wheel fell off while I was skating at Anacostia Skate Park. And I did not get it back from the person I was skating with. Then my whole life switched up and I said, I'll tell the whole story. After I finished showing everybody this section, wow, not a section of just me. Let's listen to this. Let's see what picture I can put here.
Focused on crafting a marketing campaign aimed at modern skaters who valued aesthetics over functionality.
I need to get some more videos. I need to get some more videos of like Impala promotional videos, and that'll probably just get everything else. Let's look at this section on carrying the carry. I want to build it up so we could get some context.
Skaters. Focusing on lifestyle influencer marketing. Focusing on lifestyle influencer marketing and avoiding political hiccups set up Impala for long-term success. Impala would rack up negative reviews among seasoned skaters, but their team of influencers would speak directly to potential buyers before they could become experienced skaters. Personally, I think a lot of their issues come from false advertising. I think the not paying people of color models may have just been a bit of extremely bad business on their part, especially since Karen is skating for them again for reasons. I'm going to say it. Shilling for Impala skates. The new and improved $259 Impala skates. Ain't no way she's sitting here telling people they should be buying $259 Impala skates. People to spend Rydell money on Impala skates. People still talk about the heel falling off. But then again, was that too far? I need a 1 in the chat if that was too far. I need a 0 in the chat if that was not too far. My 4 people watching. I'm looking for 4 responses. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for checking in, Rachel. I appreciate that. I'm looking for 3 more responses. Hadley, I know you're there. Haley, come out and play. I am waiting. I need at least 1 more response. Did the people that just came in see? Because now we got 5 people watching. I got 5 people watching. I just played a clip from the fall, rise, and rebirth of Impala. Was it too far? Do I need to play the clip again?
What was the question? Is this joke too far? I want to play the clip one more time from the rise, the fall, and rebirth of Impala. I have the video 95% edited. I just take a second to think. 1 if it's too far, 0 if it's just far enough. Personally, I think a lot of their issues come from false advertising. I think the not paying people of color models may have just been a bit of extremely bad business on their part, especially since Karen is skating for them again for reasons. I'm going to say it. Shilling for Impala skates. New and improved. The new and improved $259 Impala skates. Ain't no way she's sitting here telling people they should be buying $259 Impala skates. People to spend Rydell money on Impala skates. People still talk about the heel falling off. But then again, I think the representation problems. I need a 1 or a 0 in the chat. This video is kind of funny. I'm looking at some of the screenshots and videos I put in there. It's just kind of funny. At least I think it's funny. Of course, I think it's funny. Haley. Come out and play. We got even more people in the chat now. We got more people in the chat. Was it too far? Take it a second to watch it a couple times. I think I cut out the parts that were too far. And Rachel said it wasn't too far. I want to get this picture. Because before I had lines like, I don't believe a word you say. I don't believe you. Oh, I said that she deserved to be canceled with Indy Jamma Jones. And then I had to take a look at myself in the mirror and say, bruh, Is it that serious? Yes, it is that serious. So, Lisa, do I keep the joke or do I take the joke out? Since I got some time, Lisa's probably like, I don't know why you're asking me, Dunbeezy. I'm also going to set up the background for the next part of the string. Ooh, y'all see that? I think this might be the background. The wild part is I was downtown today and I was like in this part of downtown. I usually don't get past Chinatown. I usually get to Chinatown and I never get past Chinatown. It is a completely different vibe over here as opposed to at Chinatown. There is a completely different vibe. There was dudes going to the theater with their kids. You know, it's one thing to see a middle-aged person dressed up in business casual. It's different when you see kids dressed like adults on the weekend, hanging out at a theater. And for the first time in a long time, I realized how G'd out I really be looking, walking around. I feel like a normal person. I feel like a normal person just walking around. But in DC, walking around in one of these, walking around in the Nike bar Calava, the Nike bar Calava, you are a different class of citizen walking around in that Nike bar Calava. They pull out my picture with silence. They be pulling out my picture with silence. The Nike bar Calava on. I'm still waiting on my 1-0, but I do need to grab my phone for something quick. It ain't the text. Cause a 2-day. I'm gonna let y'all off the hook this time. I'm gonna let all my shadow watchers off of the hook this time. But at least drop a like. If you did not vote on my poll, if you did not vote on the poll, please drop a like. Something on the way in. Today. I did something crazy today. Oh man. Ugh. I'm looking at my feet. I'm looking at a picture I took of my feet. Today, I did something crazy. No, wrong one. First, I left the house. The first thing that I did that I usually don't do is I left the house. I like to keep it in the house, especially on the weekends. I be at the house. I used to be at the house until it hit me that I should stop pursuing a career as a gaming influencer. I should stop trying to create videos and entertain people who like to play video games with my gameplay or making commentary about video games. I earnestly looked myself in the mirror and I started thinking about some of my goals. First thing that I noticed, sometimes I have more than the usual amount of people on my stream. I attract more people to my stream trying to watch their friends play than I get people earnestly coming to see me play. Like, I'm talking weeks in a row. I will get somebody in my stream to talk about how they came to watch their friend compete in bracket. And my big question when I hear this is, and when I think about this is, why don't your friend got their own stream? Your friend's so good at this game, you came in here to glaze them. They ain't got a webcam. They got glazers, but they don't got a webcam. Wait, weary. Since you're here, this guy right here. Oh man, I really don't like this guy. But I need you to stick around for 1 second. I got a question to ask you. This is how I feel with this dude right now. You wrote me into this. This is how I feel. This is me right now. Dude's talking to me about rollerblading later this week. I got blisters the size of a cell phone on the bottom of my feet. Oh, my skate's getting modded. I show up wearing a Nike ski mask. I forgot that people don't dress like that on this part of town. I'm like, why everybody so nervous? Bro, this dude mentioned halfway through the skate that I was wearing a shiesty, and he said shiesty. And when he said shiesty, I hate this dude. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate you. I'm talking to people all civilly and stuff. They looking at me crazy. I'm like, why are you looking at me like, because I'm wearing a Nike ski mask. Says, man, I just get cold easily. And in real life, running around. And second thing, my jacket's not as nice as y'all jackets. My jacket is not as nice as your jacket. My jacket is not as nice as your jacket. I got a regular hoodie. I have a fabric hoodie. I won't belabor the point anymore because I got that 0 from Lisa. When I leave, like, I'm not about to leave and like get into a car. And after I get in that car, I got to come back from the metro and stuff, and I got to do everything from there. I don't have a comfortable trip home. So like a lot of times I'm dressing super duper warm. And then on the ride home, like I take the metro home. And on that metro ride home, the shades and ski masks, I take a 30-minute nap every single day. If I have to take the train from Naylor Road to Chinatown, that's 30 minutes of sleep. That is 30 minutes of sleep. You cannot scoff at 30 minutes of sleep, especially like after a workout, after a long day, and sitting on the metro was enslaved. Oh, it's a part of the game. It's a part of the game. That means that I was actually working. That was the cool part. Let me take a step back and tell everybody why I'm so mad at this dude. I'm sitting here with this dude. You wrote me into this. I started roller skating with We Are Skate DC. And these dudes are serious. There's a Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday skate. Because of the Tuesday skate, I wanna move the stream from Tuesday to like Wednesday or Tuesday to Thursday. Because Tuesday night might be more my speed. Tuesday night or Friday night. I look like a fool. You probably look a lot crazier than me dancing. Not saying that you can't dance, but it's just easy to look silly trying to dance. Like, do not. And dudes that can dance, they be mad confident about like, yeah, bro, let's get in the middle. Like, you're probably like, no, this is not it. Like, no, I don't know why you was trying to get in the middle. Yeah, bro, let's go to a dance party. Keep it. You see what I mean? I was talking to bro today, and I'm noticing that a lot of people actually come into the Tuesday night stream. And I voted on the Tuesday night stream with everybody. It's been a consistent time slot. So that's the only thing about that. I wouldn't want to change my consistent time slot. But I stopped streaming video games. So since I stopped streaming video games, I could skate on Friday. Watch the video. Yeah. I ain't even watched the video yet. I be there sometimes too. I can't even watch the video. Watch it as early as possible. Watch it. Just watch it. It's worse than you think. It's going to be worse than you think. But if you watch it now instead of waiting 2 weeks to watch it, you could just get started on changing what you don't like. I heard about that. Bro told me about that. I asked him about it. He said there's one section that is rough. Second thing that I realized, I only have 3 wheels on one of my inline skates. I'm about to grab it real quick. Man, I think, y'all can imagine it. I'll show it later. I'll see it tomorrow morning. Right before the Peninsula Loop. Yeah, like with the gravel and stuff. I'm kind of thinking about it now because I'm actually really familiar with these routes. Pulled up with a ski mask on and a 7-wheel inline setup. And some shades. And my quads. I heard about that. Not the quads. Not my quads. I couldn't keep up in my quads. Nah, they too fast for me. That's my one big secret. I'm actually slow. I skate slow. Like at the skating rink, I might have like 7 wheels, the best wheel. It's probably my secret advantage. When I go to the ring, I only got like 4 or 5 laps. I got like a 4 or 5 lap stamina at like full speed, and I got to stop. I'm not doing it. Like I do like burst. So my leg's about to be strong. Here's a picture from the day. Oh yeah. This is after I had to break off. They did an extra loop. Nah, bro. Hey man, I don't think they repaved it. The way dude was talking about it. Oh yeah, Derby's different because y'all be running around that circle. I dance in the middle. Like I spent like the whole session dancing in the middle. Let me get some screenshots. This is me. I do not be going nowhere. So I actually left the house today. Yeah, Friday. I'm gonna have to do Fridays. Fridays or Sundays, because them dudes. Honestly, I probably could have kept skating, but I have really bad blisters on the bottom of my feet right now. Really bad. It was crazy being outside in the middle of the day. And it's also like hour 10 of inline skating. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to skate again.
And we're off.
I'm gonna try like Wednesday. I'll make the effort to leave the house. Make real life friends. Talking to people. I was pretending to be somebody else. Like I usually do this Mr. Cool Guy thing where I'm not talking to people and I'm just swaggering around. I said, wait. They're dope in yellow. Maybe it's the way I'm lacing them. And it also might be like I need to put my foot all the way in or unlace them all the way so I can slip my foot in and then make sure they're flat against the joints. And then put on maybe like a silk pair of socks. Back when I used to skate at the rink, I used to wear 2 pairs of socks. I left the house today, and my big thing for the next part of my life, I got to get back into the habit of communicating with people. Like I didn't want to admit it, but during the pandemic, I really retreated. I was a more outgoing person before the pandemic. Additionally, all of the internet attention, it conflates the size of my community in my head. Like, you know how some dudes you swiping every day, swipe. Or I do not be talking to people in real life. So I'm sitting out here and I show up and I was this close to pulling the Mr. Cool Guy routine. Cause I skated up and I said what's up to everybody. And we didn't immediately just burst into conversation. And I went over and I shot a dance video. And I said, wait, bro. Why are you outside the house today? You are outside the house today to have random conversations with people. That's why you're outside the house. You left the house today to have conversations with people. Yeah, is this real? It's not real. A piece of it's real, a piece of it's not real. What happened was when I realized I wasn't gonna be a famous video game player, I always talk about this meme because it's like a real video. It is a real video that I watched. This dude right here changed my life. These guys right here changed my life. Let me move myself out the way so we can read these captions.
跟一年不碰女人，你选哪一个？
一年不碰女人，
为什么？
因为我觉得游戏很好，游戏比女人好玩。一年不碰女人，
为什么？
女人应该现在对男生用处没有那么大吧
Twitch is doing everybody dirty right now.
Recently, there's a saying that's becoming popular among single men. Dating isn't as good as playing games. I've also noticed that many men nowadays are increasingly reluctant to date. They'd rather stay home and team up with friends to play games than spend time looking for a girlfriend. There's a guy here born in 1992, who is 1.78 meters tall, has a bachelor.
Let me stop this. Bro, the thing that got me is I really thought about it. The thing that got me is I 100% thought about it. Wrong one.
一年不玩游戏，跟一年。
And when I stopped and I thought about it,
一年不玩游戏，跟一年不碰女人，你选哪一个？
I don't think I already spent a year. I was on Twitch for a year. Hey, bro, you're on the other side of this. You chose this before. You've done this equation. You have done this equation. You've ran this scenario. You have ran this scenario before. You are so unfamous, you should just have children. You'd be more successful if you just worked your full-time job harder. Plus brand deals. You know the wild part about that 1.2K consistent viewers, and this is the part where I got to shout out everybody that comes in and shout out everybody that's been coming to the streams and everybody that hangs out with me every single Sunday and every single Tuesday. $124 views 4 days ago. 272 views. 131 views. 128 views. 236 views. I have the potential to grow as a roller skating streamer. All I got to get is 10 times better. People are coming to your stream to watch their friends beat you. We have 6 years until roller skating drops off of a cliff. Forget the upswing. You're not even on an upswing on this gaming stuff. You're on a downswing. Oof. Consistently. And people are talking to me crazy. Nobody believes in me. Nobody believes in my gaming career. Not the people in the Discord, not the people that come to watch. Nobody believes in me. Nah, just the hiatus. You're right. Introduction, rise, peak, decline, obsolescence. We got about 10 years. We got 10 years, 1970 to 1978. And it's over. We already seen the rise and fall of people. And as I'm watching Moxi roller skates, you know, like I just did a fall of Moxi video. And if you look at any roller skating history, people came up, it starts to grow around 2017, 2018. It peaks around 2000. It's over. 2027, this is all over. Yeah, I have till 2027, it's over. And the wildest part about the gaming is I have professional skills that I need to build if I'm really going to Thailand. I'm looking to build the skills and develop a program to be successful in Thailand, and I'm building it. Rydell will sell it. Rydell will be selling skates. I wanted to stream about content creation. I didn't have enough subscribers on YouTube. This is what I'm really doing with that extra time. I mean, something that I really want to think about with all of the roller skating things is we actually don't have any new roller skating manufacturers. They're gone. We got a couple of smaller brands like Chaya, I guess. Vintage denim skate is wild. A vintage denim skate is wild. Vanilla's been around. We get more like Temu. We get a lot of more skate manufacturers from China. I think that's probably been the biggest thing. But the landscape for roller skating businesses is kind of evened out too. So like really, really thinking about it. Ooh, the moonlight roller joints. I just wonder how they're gonna wear and what type of lining they have for the sweat. And then me, you can't talk to me about skates because I'm biased. If it doesn't have ankle support, if it does not have ankle support, I've already judged it. If it does not, you derby skate. If it does not have ankle support, I am already judging it. I am already judging it. But this is cool though. I think it looks really nice. Even just from the picture, I could tell that it's made from really great material. And I don't think it looks cheap. I think it looks like a really nice product. I can say that. I don't know what current brands. I always talk about how Rydell and Vanilla are current brands, but there's bigger roller skating brands. I wonder what's going to happen inside of the. I wonder what's going to happen inside of the long-term entertainment space. But does it have this much ankle support? This is what ankle support looks like. This is ankle support. It's the 172? Wow, the OG is the 172. Let's check out some ankle support. Oh, that's tall. Let's talk about some ankle support. Ankle support for tricks. There's a different level of ankle support. And it is also the plates, the way that the plates are fixed. I don't like the leaning back feeling on jam skates. I like to feel like I'm balanced up. The 297. I remember when I got these, I had a friend in college that told me that $600 was too much to spend on a pair of skates. I said, bro, I'm like that. I am like that, bro. I need $600 skates. Cause I'm like that. I remember that first day I went to the rink, I could barely balance on them. I could barely balance on them. And I saw some girls that I knew. I was like, oh, not today. Whatever you need. Nah, bruh. Me, I don't spend less than $400 on a pair of skates. If I don't got $500 to drop on the skates, I don't need new skates. I don't need them. I haven't touched a pair of skates that cost less than $500 in years. I cannot do it. Wasted. Hey, man, I'm on a tangent. They better last. They better last. I remember the day I left those skates in a trash can in China. When I moved to Thailand, I didn't have the room in my bag to pack them, and they were on their last legs. I can see them in my head. I can see them in my head right now. I can see that moment in my head. Anyway, this is a recap of my first day roller skating in DC. When I tell you I was only skating with these people for like an hour and 10 minutes, I thought it was like 2 hours of some change. And when I looked down at my phone and I said, it's been an hour. It's been an hour. And I leaned over to dude because I remember reading the description. I was like, bruh, are we about to do multiple loops? He was like, yeah, man, we got 2 more. It was like, you know that episode of My Wife and Kids where the father goes to go work out with Terry Crews?
Well, we're going to get 15 reps of these, all right?
My chest going to look like yours?
Indeed. Let me demonstrate. Now, you might want to step back. Okay. Further.
Yeah. Step back a little bit more.
No, look further. There you go. All right. Euro training. Euro training. That's one.
That's one.
Okay, it's heavy. It's heavy.
That's one. And my feet are on fire. Like, even just walking around, I can feel the blisters with every step. And a piece of me, the David Goggins started playing in my head. The David Goggins is playing in my head. David Goggins did Navy SEAL training with shin splints every day for 2 weeks. One day I was hurting, running around, and then I remembered David Goggins failed Navy SEALs training 2 times. On the 3rd time, he started wrapping his legs with the shin splints because if he failed the 3rd time, he wouldn't have been a Navy SEAL. Somebody died and they had to pass everybody, and he felt bad. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Talk about there is no tomorrow like I'm playing 37U football. Not the 37U. I'm a 37U roller skater. I gotta log in to see it. Well, I can't do this gag. I'm so glad they gave us a chance to go home. I said, well, how do we do it? Do we say bye to everybody, or do we just silently dap up and just walk away? I was like, yeah, bro, it is more uphill. I got 99 more of these? I almost quit. I'm ready to quit. Honestly, bro. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to quit. I'm going back to the rig. Like y'all tripping. Oh man. Oh my God. 15 miles minimum. I don't know what. I wasn't even smoking. I didn't smoke anything. I'm sober. 15 to 22 miles. They was there at 9:30 warming up. Anyway, back to and we're off. Making my way downtown.
Making my way downtown.
This is me.
Walking fast.
YNB.
Fast and I'm homebound.
Now we're down in the good parts of town where Joe Biden lives.
I need to go to that beginner class. Then go home. Y'all should have heard the people talk about the rollerbladers. They were like, look at all the rollerbladers. Dang, is that me breathing? Oh, yeah. Roller skating uphill, downhill. It was a nice little trip to the monuments. swerve dance. Oh, you're wilding.
Gotta get costly.
Tuesday's the stream day. There was a group of girls dancing, and these are their moves. Again, skated shop. That does uphill, downhill on a longboard with a group of inline skaters. I don't know why I did their moves. Right after I did that, I was skating away and I said, bro, you should have TikTok dances for each stop. If you had TikTok dances for each stop and a tripod that you could set up quickly and drop down quickly, I'm like, you could really make a solid video out of this. These are my feet. That's the right. That's the left. And also, I noticed that they were dancing in front of the monuments. Yeah, he can slide. Yeah, sliding, I think that's going to be popular. Sliding is going to be real popular. About tape. Tape. Got all these answers. That isn't quitting. Quitting day one. This close. Ooh, my God. Man. Oh, my God. I used to laugh at people when this happened to them when they started quiet skating. The dummies. You dummy. Now you skated so hard on your first day, you don't want to come back, you dummy. They give them solutions that they could have used before they made the mistakes. Now I'm thinking about going to work. I'm going to be at work tomorrow. Now, the cool part about my schedule is I have a lot of time to sit. I'm only going to have to be actively on my feet for a couple hours tomorrow. I was going to go to the gym. I'm shaking my head because all I got is painter's tape. And get them back. What happened to your skates? I also realized that I could roller skate to the grocery store. So what had happened was, anytime a story start off with "so what had happened was," you know something silly about to happen. He talking about "so what had happened was." You know the funny thing about Flanneris? You know Flanneris is the only skate company that's still supporting Indy Jammer Jones. Oh, bro, you are tripping. Ain't no way. You don't even have skates. You're clipping skates on the bottom of your shoes? Oh, there's a little attachment. I was like, yo, bro, ain't no way he doing all of this in these. Why do you skate on these? With everything. Indy Jammer Jones is hilarious. Indy Jammer Jones is hilarious. She's officially my favorite skater now. Oh, so you really in the streets with it. You know why Indy Jammer Jones is my favorite skater? Yep, you can pop them off real quick. I kind of need some of them. Because I know I can't skate in the Giant by my house. I know. That's my favorite part. My favorite part is that she has mixed feelings about black people. Listen to this comment. So glad. So glad you're back. You are the reason I bought skates to begin with. Also, 2 years ago, I sent you a message on Planet Roller Skate asking about plus size pads. You got right back to me, and I fangirled pretty much all night as a result. So you've been one of my heroes for a couple of years, and it broke my heart when I thought the worst of you. Thank you for coming forward from a place of accountability and compassion, which the rest of us could take a lesson from. I hope one day you will be able to give you a hug because you deserve compassion as well as understanding. Now, this isn't the one I wanted. I guess I'll have to learn. That's kind of based. You can't say it's not. That's not a base way to respond to that. Have you ever been wrong about something and apologized, even though you didn't completely understand why? Not Indy Jammer Jones. With the game on the line, Marsha's got a death beam pointed at her head. She stood on her principles. She didn't apologize to nobody. Yo. You got people posting stuff like this. This little girl is so happy you're back. We love you. This outfit, this cowboy hat, down home thing that she has going on. Here it goes. I responded to this one. I'm so sorry you were the scapegoat for many people around you and their hidden agenda. Who? 4 years later, do you feel like it was a good idea? Yo. Not Indy Jamma Jones. Reminds me of that part in my head that says, say the dumbest thing possible right now.
Do you know the U.S.
Say the dumbest thing possible. Like, I think there's so many lessons that can be learned from the way that she handled this. This is an apology video. Why do you look visibly upset? Why does discussing equity in roller skating make you visibly upset? Oh, look at this. Oh my God, she mad as hell. Why you so mad? What did she say? She looked like she want to say something and she don't agree so bad. Ooh, man. And then the next part, the part that really got me. Look at the way that Karen and Queer Girl are looking at her right now. Look at the way they are looking at her right now. Let's listen to the hill she's about to die on. Let's listen to this hill that she's about to die on. This is in the middle of the Planet Roller Skate fiasco. Not Planet Roller Skate. This is in the middle of Impala Gate. The wildest part about Impala Gate in the Planet Roller Skate situation, Indy Jamma Jones takes the heat for both of them. If you go back and you read people's comments about Impala Gate, people are more mad at Indy Jamma Jones than Impala. How? Stuff like this.
Speaking out about it, and they should feel completely
valid in those feelings. Yeah.
And then Rebel said, yeah, like we definitely
I skipped a piece of it. We got to hear her whole point. We got to hear the point that she stopped
Trump is
them
in power,
from
so you
talking
know all
to
of this is
interject
really
into
sensitive,
this.
and we are tired of being played. So this whole thing came out, and other skaters were told not to talk about it. The pay,
Everything
which
was
made it
fine till
sketchier. And
people
Paula turned off the
challenged her.
comments, and people were mad, and that's how it started. And then Indy said, so I mean that's sketchy and like not cool, and I think that's awesome that people are speaking out about it, and they should feel completely valid in those feelings.
First off, that's sketchy and like not cool, and I think it's awesome that people are speaking out about it, and they should feel completely valid in those feelings. Yeah.
And then Rebel said, yeah, like we definitely need to demand that people treat people of color equally. Like that's so messed up that they would not pay you. And Indy said, and it's understandable, like it's totally normal for people to be paid different rates at different jobs based on social media following, skill level, like these things are normal. But the fact that you were specifically asked, no, the other girls were specifically asked to not tell you guys, that's a little sketchy, you know? It's just like you're hiding something.
We definitely need to demand that people treat people of color equally. Yeah. Like that's so messed up that they would not pay you. Yeah. And it's understandable, like it's totally normal for people to be paid different rates for jobs based on, you know, social media followings or skill level. Like these things are totally normal, but the fact that, you know, you were specifically asked, or the other girls were specifically asked not to talk to you guys, is like, that's a little sketchy, you know? Like, what do you, like, it's just like you're hiding something.
Calling all inconsistent traders. If you've tried
Yeah, bro. I feel kind of bad for bringing it up. I feel bad for bringing it up, especially with you skating on it. And I did want to bring it up as in don't support them anymore. But I took an opportunity. Oh, before I get to that, she did not have to add that part about how it was okay to pay different people different rates. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Did y'all hear that extra line? That extra line that she added. And yo, it's completely normal for people to get paid different rates depending on their social media following and the amount of value that they could bring. I'm about to jump on her page right now. Before, I didn't completely understand why people were calling her the R word. And my apologies for conflating the R word. I know that could mean a couple different things. There's a lot of bad R words. I was wondering why she would be posting any videos, giving her reputation. Use code Indie Squad. for 10% off. You used to post all the time. Like, why would she be posting anything? Why would Indy Jamba Jones be posting anything? She might be done. But that's how I really got the... This was from 2023. If she had a code in 2023, if she had a code in 2023, she still has an Amazon store for, oh no, that's gone. Oh yeah, they got one person and they part-time. They might not, it might have took them a while to catch up. Okay, 2 years ago, this was 2 years after the Planet Roller Skate fallout. Man, I think she's done. One more thing on Indy Jamma Jones, and then I'm going to leave her alone. Do y'all think Indy Jamma Jones would do an interview with me? I'm laughing because I'm ranking pretty high on Indy Jamma Jones apology video. Let's come down to the bottom. Why you LOLing, man? Why you LOLing? What's so funny about that? Am I gonna have to do this 10 times? Maybe I'm okay. Hey, bruh, you not like the wildest part is nobody returned their Moxies and everybody still wanted them jack boots. Nobody has ever stopped wearing their jack boots because Estrogen did something sideways. Hey. My comment not up here. Because I was looking for the apology. They said the link in the bio. Oh, here it is. I put it on her newest video. Dirty ass. This is wild. Hey, Indy, I'm covering the PRS fallout in a YouTube video. Did you take down your video addressing the situation? Ooh, I just got blocked. I gotta get the estrogen interview. I gotta get the estrogen interview. I could get her on Zoom. If I could get estrogen on Zoom, if he's maybe it's green. Hey, I ain't even mad at estrogen for Phantom. I'm not mad at her for anything. I'm just a silent observer. This is me. This is me. I'm a sing, man. I'm gonna have to take the video down talking about that she shouldn't have been on Roller Jam. Now I can't put that video out about Roller Jam. Not get Estro on the Zoom call. I've been thinking about that. I need to raise my journalistic credibility rating. Last thing before I leave. Last thing before I leave. I'm going to give out one more preview for Impala versus the rebirth of Impala. I want to give out one more preview. I ain't going to be able to just go around wantonly flaming dudes and then asking to sit down with them afterwards. I'm going to have to rewatch the first part. I didn't have to do. You got to inspect that last finger. First part of this stream. My favorite part of the Apollo video has been making the memes. Bad reviews or cheap, colorful skates. That's meme number one. This one is the head on my polls. Skateboarders selling lifestyle skates. I might be able to get a call with Impala. I think Karen the Carrot definitely gonna send me a message or at least make a response after this video drop. This might be the favorite one I made so far. When I made this one, stop it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And then this one made me smile as well. I said I wasn't gonna play video games no more, but this is all I do now. But wait, there's more. I got one more. Here it is. This is where it all started. Maybe this is just funny to me. Maybe it's just funny to me. One more section. I know the section that I want to play. I know the section that I want to play. Infamous Impala-gate. I've been seeing for some time people saying don't support Impala, and honestly, I don't know why. For context new to the community, as far as the product goes, the quality control on them has been spotty. Some people say they last long. As for the company itself, it has a history of not paying employees while paying white counterparts for the same work, which is especially egregious considering that the role black skaters in particular have kept skating alive.
Apparently a lot of people thought that I was getting paid by Impala to make these videos on my YouTube and on my Instagram, but I wasn't. I did it because I love skating. I did it because I want to share my skates. You feel like you're not being treated equally, it becomes a race thing.
Ooh, wee.
So sad, but like we're used to it. We're used to it. We're used to being below white people. Like it's a history thing. And it sucks. And, you know, like when I found out, I was just having like a lot of emotions because I just felt like disrespected. Like I felt like I wasn't valued as a skater.
Whoa.
I felt played. I felt pushed to the side. Like it happens with a lot of like race things, like, oh, like don't, like it's not a big deal, like it is a big deal. Yeah, so I just felt like really betrayed, but I just waited it out.
People were mad and they were flooding Impala's comments asking about it. A corporation can feel restrictive because so many people have to sign off on every decision. On the other hand, this allows you to have additional intellectual resources as well as a series of checks and balances that help people make better decisions. Let's think about this from Indy Gemma Jones's perspective. If you get accused of something as serious as the R word and everybody's coming.
Moments when I see myself speaking like this, I have an existential moment. Why is this the voice that I present so many of my videos in? I barely act like this. I speak like this for money. That's why I talk like this specifically for money. I developed this personality for money. And now it's so wild that when I sit down to make a YouTube video, I'm like, how should I present this? I know. Drop the line straight.
At you, it's difficult to process and remain calm.
So they turned off their comments because they didn't want
then I'm sitting here
to deal with it, I guess. Like, I feel that though. I run away from my problems all the time.
However, at a corporation, you have an opportunity to be detached from the decision and speak to different people on your team and come back calm, cool, and collected.
While this was going on, while the person was on holiday, like they did message us and was like, hey, like I'm on holiday right now, like can you give me like a couple days to figure out what is going on? So apparently the person who was at the shoot too, who runs the Impala account, didn't know that not all of us were getting paid for this. So that was super sketchy.
Well, after a couple of days, Impala releases a statement, apologizes, and pays everyone involved. In fact, as Karen points out,
they're like, we didn't mean this to look like a race thing. Like, we should have just, like, if this was the budget, we should have just split it all evenly between all of us that were in the shoot because it took time. It took like the whole day. They apologized. It felt really bad. And they told us to send them an invoice for X amount of money, right? So then I was like, you know what? Like, because I feel so betrayed and because I gave you guys so much promotion, I actually asked for more than what they told me that they were going to get me. And because, you know, I felt like I deserved it. And then they got back to me and they're like, okay, like, we hear you. We're going to pay you this much. And I was like, hell yeah, you know, like I shot my shot and I got it, you know, like I deserve more. So then I was like, okay. And I was just still like not posting anything on my social media about it because I wanted to see how things would play out. And then fast forward a couple days and I get another phone call from them and they're like, hey, like we feel really bad and we want to make it up to you. So we're going to pay you for all the events that you ever attended.
So they learned their lesson and they started paying everybody.
Furthermore, you have the pressure of being at work.
That was a mistake.
You don't have the option to ball up and not speak to the people for months before you make a response. Indy called me as she was deleting comments, and I was like, stop and apologize.
This is what sent me down the Indy Jamma Jones rabbit hole.
I tried to explain BLM and even started crying. And she laughed and said, I guess I should read a book on racism. After we hung up, she posted about the separate group for adult topics. That was the last time I spoke to her. So Indy Jamma Jones crashed out. I feel like there's probably like a piece of the group that's uncomfortable hearing African Americans express that it may be a little bit different being them. So when Impala is able to come back with a response and do the fair thing, as well as continue to do fair things going forward, it's a lot easier.
One of these skate days.
Furthermore, when it was time to make business decisions about the future of the company, Moxi had ties to people and they were led by a single person, as opposed to having a team of data analysts looking at what is the most profitable thing for us to do going forward. Moxi invests in the Lazo team and the Lazo boot, while Impala invests in making inline skates and repeating the same process that helped them be successful as quad skaters. Focusing on lifestyle influencer marketing and avoiding political hiccups.
That's the stop. Y'all gonna have to wait for the video to drop to hear the rest. And right now, the video is about 17 minutes long. It's 17 minutes long. I'm going to put the music on today. I'm going to put the captions on today for the first section. I'm going to spend another hour going over it and thinking about clips that I want to add some more visual interest to it. I'm thinking about making this the thumbnail. Or making one of the memes that I made. Actually, I'm not about to do that. I'm about to remix that joint with the arrow on it so that people know exactly what it is. But what if I got 10 votes on this? 10 new challenge. I guess let me do this calculation. 10 votes, 4 new challengers, 4 skateboarders selling Impala. Which of these should I choose as the thumbnail? Or I could do skateboarder selling lifestyle skates. If I wrote Impala versus Moxi, a new foe, it has appeared. Impala versus Moxi. Ooh. The Street Fighter 2 and the Mortal Kombat's a deep cut. Skateboarders selling lifestyle skates. This will be a little bit difficult to make out from a different distance. Or and I would like to thank people for not choosing Activate X Games mode. Few people said 100 hours of inline skating, but 100 hours of inline skating builds into the rhythm skating versus inline skating. This is straightforward. Impala, the rise and fall and rise again. And then I had that skate down at the bottom. This is what I need to copy. So that's what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make one of those. Now, before I get out of here, I know I said that a couple times. I want to have some idea of what I'm doing on Tuesday night. For Tuesday night, I'm going to be doing a little bit of research. Let me do another poll. There are 2 events on December 20th. An ugly sweater party at Kraken and a snapping contest at Lanham. Which should I record? I think the ugly sweater party might be a better networking opportunity, but I don't think it's going to be as good of a video. I only have one video in my inline skating playlist. I was going to check out Set It Making a Rocker set. What am I going to talk about on Tuesday? I could start doing my research on roller skating, on inline skating. Crisscross. What skates to buy? Three or four wheels. I kind of need some. I'm going to come up with some polls. I could do research for beginning inline skating. 7 things I wish I knew before I started inline skating. Who is Polly Morris? Also, Polly Morris gets it in. Poly Skate certified skate instructor. This is 1 month ago. 7 basic moves. I like that as a concept though. 7 things I wish I knew before I started roller skating, inline skating. Something that I notice is on Tuesdays, I be scrambling. I come in this joint, it'd be like 5 o'clock. Seven things I wish I knew when I started inline skating. I could do the 100 hours. Let me bring it on back so I can see what I'm typing. I could do the 100 hours and write down the lessons. And I need some goals for this 100 hours. Study time. I want to use this as a crash course in inline skating. There are jobs inside in Bangkok for inline skaters. Equipment. So they like $300 for the 360 Camry. These be the joints on the stick. Yeah, this is what I need. It would take my roller skating videos to the next level. Accessories. Let's get the specs. Budget 360 cameras. And this will also be a piece of my Thailand kit. Should I just get the GoPro? I tried budget. You don't want that. Just get the Insta 360 1X. $400 plus is discontinued. Yep, price is a factor, so dropping $400 on the camera right now is infeasible. Look for used Instas, Gear 360 and Ryuk. I tested, performed horrible in action sports. If you're okay having nearly zero customer support, finagling your way to figuring out how to properly export content, I enjoyed my Xiaomi Minosphere, rebranded as the M Adventure a ton. Think they drop down under 100 these days. Impressive for what it does. Nightmare for those not tech/software savvy. Well, the Xiaomi Minosphere on AliExpress. Ooh-wee. Needing to buy a third-party app for the best stitching, audio sync issues due to the frame rate convergence, color cast on lenses hit or miss when you get one. I got a bad one and got 50% knocked off the price. Just had a look at the Media Spirit. Looks really good for the price. .360 camera, outdoor wireless mic. I can save the research. Goal setting. I want to skate backwards better. I noticed that people could skate backwards very well on their inline skates, and I just did not feel as comfortable. Because, last thing I want to do is fall skating backwards in the street. Jumping 3 to 5 sets. Blisterless skate. Because a 360 camera, the outdoor mic setup, that's a part of the Thailand list. Outline content. Outline content to work towards. I haven't posted an inline skating Reddit in a while. Rollerblading Reddit. That's what I'm looking for. I haven't posted on Reddit, and I have not done Reddit in a while. You can't just post text. It has to be a link. Find your size. Let's see what's hot. People posting sesh tapes, rehab sesh. I kind of want some aggressive inlines. So I can get a pair for like $200. Passive aggressive. Our passive aggressive is hilarious. Hope I never become this passive aggressive. Thanks, you too. Thank you for the crystal card. Well, can I expect one? Just joking. Don't stress. I had thought about it, but I think mom takes care of that for all of us. It would give you something positive to do and bring some joy too. Per my last email. Stop it. I've been described as passive aggressive. What do you mean? What's the sacred roller skating supply? A pattern of indirectly expressing negative feelings, agreeing but not following through. Wow, being intentionally neglectful, being sarcastic or argumentative, denying their feelings, acting out physically. Shredded is hilarious. There it is. Maybe it was a glitch. I'm trying to go X Games mode. An hour outside of DC. It's really called the Sacred Roller Skate Supply. That's wild. I thought that was like a description. They selling the Bont skates, so you know it's real. Okay. So you live in the area too. I don't drive. Maybe they deliver. Okay. Nobody voted for X Games mode, so thankfully, new wheel. A new wheel and a way to attach it. I'm trying to go X Games mode on inline skates, but I don't have a pair. Any suggestions on what I should get? They do deliver. Might as well get a local business. Speak to the local businesses. I really thought about it. Aggressive inline would be a great content intersection. It has to be a link. These witches bad AF. Wee. 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 The sweeping was hilarious. It's definitely a flex. Gnarly, dude. I could scan Reddit for videos. So right now, let's see what else I said I was going to do for this stream. Rhythm skating versus inline skating. Conversation. Learning about inline skating. Officially starting 100 hours. Wrap up reacting to STL style. The rail riders, the Louisville Red Riders, are talking about roller skating in Kentucky. Let's look at my dashboard for the week. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I got to get off. Because I need to edit my reels for the week. I remember when I first started getting more technical with my project management, I wasn't in a place where I could set the deadlines and set the reminders, and I did want to come back in and look at it a couple different times. And this is something that also that not streaming video games every week is going to help me do better as well. Delete. I'm going to have more time for the backlog. 07, they do deliver. Because I'm going to be straight on the backlog. That's 5 extra hours a week, 10 extra hours a week on the backlog. Like right now, I usually would get off and jump on the sticks. But instead of getting off and jumping on the sticks, I'm about to jump off and do my Instagram reels for the week. So I'm going to look at my reels. So on Monday, I'm going to be able to move to the next piece of everything. So, you know what I mean? It's just more synergy. And when I'm not working on roller skating, I'm working on my social media business, and I'm working on building the skills that I'm going to use to give me an opportunity to move to Thailand and come back without living in the condo lodge. Well, anyway, Boss Tweezy, shouts out to everybody that came through. Shouts out to everybody that answered my poll about the Impala videos. Shouts out to all the DMV skaters. Yeah, man. Shouts out to all the DMV skaters. The DMV is really, really strong for skating. And I'm looking forward to taking the opportunities to meet more people and do more traveling inside of the area. Shouts out to everybody that comes through every single week and that have been supporting the show and supporting me as I continue to grow. And I look forward to taking everything to the next level. Until next time, see you, Boss Tweet.